The apparition now of June, Our Lady came to reveal the core center of the Fatima message. Our Lady repeated again, I wish you to come here on the 13th of the next month to pray the rosary every day and to learn to read. Later on, I will tell you what I want. I asked for the cure of a sick person. Yes, if he is converted, he will be cured during the year. So the importance of the conversion for the graces to come. I would like to ask you to take us to heaven. Yes, I will take Jacinta and Francisco soon, but you are to stay here some time longer. Jesus wishes to make use of you and to make me known and loved. He wants to establish in the world devotion to my Immaculate Heart. I promise salvation to those who embrace it, and these souls will be loved by God like flowers placed by me to adorn His throne. See how beautifully Our Lady describes those souls that in heaven will be specially loved by God around the throne like flowers. And it is not Our Lady asking for herself. It is God who wants to establish in the world devotion to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. So it's important to retain this. And now Lucia asks in a sad way, am I to stay here alone? Because Francisco and Jacinta were going soon to heaven. No, my daughter, are you suffering a great deal? Don't lose heart. I will never forsake you. My Immaculate Heart will be your refuge and the way that will lead you to God. So these words of Our Lady, these comforting words to Our Lady, are the very same ones that 400 years earlier she said to Juan Diego in Guadalupe, am I not your mother? Am I not here to help you, to comfort you? So it's the very same Heavenly Mother. The one there to Juan Diego, the one here at Fatima to the three children. But these words are, of course, to each and every one of us. In the moments of our life when we feel distress, desperate with such a terrible cross we can't bear, we are going desperation, we only have to think, if we are consecrated to Mary, if we have devotion to Mary, that she will be our refuge. Her Immaculate Heart will be the refuge and the way that leads us to God. Our Lady spoke these last words. She opened again her hands like she had done in May. And for the second time, she communicated to the children rays of that same light. We saw ourselves in this light as it were immersed in God. Jacinta and Francisco seemed to be in that part of light which rose towards heaven, and I in that which was poured down on the earth. In front of the palm of Our Lady's right hand was a heart encircled with thorns which pierced it. We understood that it was the Immaculate Heart of Mary, outraged by sins of humanity and seeking reparation. This vision is going to be repeated again for Sister Lucia when she's a novice, a Dorothean sister, in Pontevedra in Galicia in the north of Spain. On the 10th December 1925, when Our Lady comes to ask for the devotion of the 5 first Saturdays. Our Lady asks for this devotion in which she wants us to, during 5 first Saturdays, 5 consecutive months, to do 4 things. The Rosary, so if we pray the Rosary daily, it's simple, we are doing it every day, is one more Rosary. The Confession, we have to go to Confession. Communion, Holy Communion, so during Holy Mass or not. And the 4th thing, the 15 minutes of meditation in one or several mysteries of the Rosary. All of these 4 things, this is the important thing, has to be done in reparation to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. This is the condition, the important condition. And Our Lady promises that if we do this 5 consecutive months, she will come with all graces at the end of our life, at the moment of our death, for our salvation. This is extraordinary. This is important. It's a great promise.